Hey guys, welcome to another video, and today I want to show you my venture to another castle in Washington. Now this is a game store that me and Jason went to over the weekend that we filmed the pickups video, which you guys hopefully have watched already, or if you haven't, definitely watch it after this video. But during that weekend, we decided to go to this game store. And it's pretty outstanding from what you guys can see here. There's a lot of inventory here, lots of stuff to look at. Everything is neatly displayed. Prices are visible, which is very important to me because one thing I hate to do is ask somebody, hey, how much is this going for? So definitely really happy with what I saw. Now, I was kind of just gradually looking for something, just to see if I could find something that, was kind of like unusual to me or whatever like that. And I did find two items, and I'll kind of show them at the end of the video. Nothing too impressive, but I feel like, and I probably say this a lot if you guys watch my videos, but my collection has plateaued, so it's hard to really go on the hunt for certain stuff unless you just see it out there. You get impressed, like, oh my god, that's something I might like. Let me go ahead and grab that. Now, as far as like going hunting for games on the regular, I rarely do that. Most of the time nowadays, I like going to conventions. I feel like when you're around a bunch of stores or vendors like that, that's the perfect time for me to go game hunting because I know I'll probably find a bunch of stuff that I'm really maybe looking for, or just some stuff that might have impressed me. Right now, I'm always looking for current gen stuff to add to the collection, but I would say when it comes to retro, and it's kind of hard to call this retro, but I like looking for PS3 and 360 stuff. I talked about this before. If the backwards compatibility for the Xbox is what we think it will be, now's the time to collect for Xbox and Xbox 360. PS3 mainly my favorite, and one of the reasons it's mainly my favorite because there are a lot of unappreciated titles on that system. I mean, I'm still finding stuff that kind of blows me away that didn't do well financially, when it came to being on the PS3 and 360. But now looking at these games now, they were very creative. So I'm still finding a lot of stuff on the PS3 system, and that's just a system I think I will always enjoy. I know it's my last ranked PlayStation system out of the consoles, but PS3 is something special, I will admit. Now back to this game hunt. As you can see, another castle has a cool arcade here with Mario Kart, some pinball machines, and this is not even their main location with an arcade. They have another location. It's like a full-blown arcade room. I think you could rent it out and everything, but this one has some cool stuff here too. But of course, I got to get back to the game hunting. The PlayStation section. I always got to look through the PS1 games, even though I've felt like I've been done with the system over the years. You never know what kind of obscure title you can find on the system. Never sleep on the PS1 system. It is, to me, the greatest system of all time. Now, unfortunately, I didn't find any PS1 games, but they're always nice to see at these stores. They had a good Sega CD and Saturn collection here, but don't really care much about Saturn these days, aside from English like repros or translations. But as far as Sega CD games, man, they're so expensive now. But I do like finding them if I could get them on the cheap. But I just wish there was like a dedicated system that could play Sega CD games besides the Polymega. Like, I hope somebody comes out with one. Dreamcast. There's nothing like a Dreamcast party. Didn't find anything there. And Genesis, I'm done with. Even though I should have looked at that Sunset Riders. As far as Game Boy Advance, oh man, I feel like I'm way ahead on this system, but still, you never know when you can find something for that system. That between that and the PSP, it always goes back and forth, which is my favorite portable of all time. And then of course we have the PS5 stuff, which is current generation, which I should be looking at more games for this. A lot of people have complained about like they think I'm really too into retro, but I play modern games too. It's just I feel like a lot of the retro type games are kind of far and in between, so I want to get the word out about those games so people know about them. Like there's an upcoming game called Chronicles of the Wolf, but I'll talk about that in a later video. Switch, oh gosh, I hate all that red like that. I'm glad the Switch 2 is not doing that, but the Switch has been a very fun system to collect for. Like, man, I need to do a Switch collection video here pretty soon. I promised I was going to do one a while back, but I really need to get on that. Or maybe I should just wait a few more years and do like a Switch 1 and a Switch 2 collection video. Maybe that'll be something cool for you guys to check out together. No, I'm just kidding. Switch 1 first, then possibly Switch 2 if I decide to get one. But yeah, let me know what you guys think about that system too. The Wii was a fun system to collect for. A lot of people were missing out on this one. A lot of games on the cheap, a lot of obscure stuff. Wish it was backwards compatible with the Switch, but obviously it can't be because of CD, but definitely a great system to collect games for. The 3DS was a fun system to collect for, but now I feel like I'm downsizing some of the games for that. But of course, the DS is king over that system. A lot of great games. Wii U, I only have like 3 games for it, and the PS2, GameCube. GameCube is definitely not a fun system to collect for because everything is super expensive. But PS2, man, one of the greatest systems of all time. My second favorite system, very fun to collect for this system. And the Xbox, regular Xbox as well. We didn't spend too much time in there because we were actually hungry. We were supposed to go eat first, which we probably should have, but I was so excited to go into another castle. But anyways, I ended up getting, after all this, 2 games, which I will go into more detail in the pickups video, but I want to show them real quick before we end this one. The games I decided to pick up during this hangout are Driver, the Wheelman for the Game Boy Color, and Fuse for the PS3 and 360. Little co-op game I didn't really know about. But I'll talk about those in a pickups video upcoming on my channel, so be on the lookout for that. But that's all I got for you guys. Hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you check out Jason's pickups video I did with him. I think you guys will find a lot of games on that list that you'll like. So head over there after you watch this video. But that's all I got for you guys. Hopefully you enjoyed the Radical one, and I will see you all later.